You have social anxiety in social situations and approach anxiety with women because you feel defenseless. You feel like you will not be able to survive a rejection, psychologically speaking. You feel like a child in this world of adults. Furthermore, you won't be able to defend yourself physically, or perhaps maybe you are capable. Maybe you've done even like a couple of years of kickboxing or in terms of martial arts and training, but still, for some reason, you have social anxiety. You're scared of people around you. This connects back to what Jeffrey Jung, the founder of schema therapy, schema psychology, spoke about, which is something called the vulnerability schema. Something happened in your childhood that made you grow up feeling defenseless. Even till this day, no matter how much you try to buff yourself up at the gym and just get bigger muscles or whatever, you're always gonna feel some sort of weirdness when you're looked at by other people. Walking down the street, others are looking at you, eyes are on you, you're on the spot, anxiety. You're trying to approach a girl, anxiety. This is because you feel defenseless. You will not be able to be there for you if rejection happens. This is the root of your social and approach anxiety. Now, of course, there could be many other reasons, but this is one of the biggest chunks. Let's say you're trying to approach a girl, okay? You're cold approaching or warm approaching at a university. You got a crush at a dance school or music school or wherever. Okay, you're just gonna say hi to a girl, ask her out. How does this defenselessness manifest? Well, first of all, you have this baseline level of anxiety. Most people who have, as I've mentioned in the introduction, most people who have approach anxiety with women, they also tend to have general social anxiety. I'm not saying generalized anxiety because that's a clinical term. I'm not diagnosing anybody here, but general anxiety, that means social anxiety. What the F does that even mean? Well, you just get out of the house. You don't feel comfortable being around people, especially when eyes are on you. You're on the spot. There's a group of people, a girl standing in the middle of those people, like at a bus stop or something. You just can't approach. You can only approach the girl sitting at the park by herself reading a fucking book or something. Okay, that would be called like a low pressure social situation. This is how you know you have social anxiety. Other people's eyes bother you. It also relates back to sexual shame, which is expressing your desire in public. But I think I did already speak about the sexual shame in my previous videos. You should check that out. But anyway, so let's break this down, okay? Let's refocus, right? Let's focus our stuff. So now the way the defenselessness manifests in terms of anxiety before this kind of approach, this doesn't come up in terms of thoughts, but it's more like a paralysis. But if we were to translate the paralysis into words, I'm a child, I'm very small, people are gonna gang up on me, somebody's gonna come up and just try to shame me or scream at me that why am I approaching this girl or bothering her or stuff like that. A bully is gonna come up to me and just steal the girl from me or amog me, or I don't know how to put it in pickup terms and stuff. That's one way we could translate it, right? The other translation would be I'm gonna get annihilated. I don't think I'll be able to handle the rejection. I don't think I'll be able to handle other people's eyes on me. If we were to actually break this shit down, social anxiety and approach anxiety, it's not really about the girl rejecting you. That's one small part of it, but the biggest chunk is like there is a part of you, the power, it's not activated. Okay, it's suppressed. Your power has turned into powerlessness because of trauma. Another way we could put it in different words would be like, I will not be able to survive the rejections. I won't be able to survive other people's eyes. How will I be able to protect myself from other people's thoughts? Because some people will judge me for saying hi to this girl. Some people will judge me at this group, at this networking event, for saying hi to the whole group in a weird and just clumsy manner. Maybe even if I'm too cool, I'm too confident, and I come into the group and I'm too confident, some people are gonna feel bad about it, maybe jealous, and I don't want that. The fact of like you're afraid of being too confident, so you suppress that also, you tone it down. Why? Because you're scared of being seen as beautiful, as confident, as attractive, as cocky or charismatic. Why? Because you're afraid of offending other people. Now we're getting into some other blockage. You see, it's all connected, right? It's big chunks, but they're all connected. They're separate chunks, but they're all connected. And this here connects back to what I spoke about in previous videos, which is overactive empathy, nice guy syndrome, people pleasing, approval seeking. You suppress the confidence to make other people happy. I had this client who joined recently the program, the social presence program, where I teach how to fix all these blockages. Basically, he was struggling a lot with saying hi to women in public. He had this problem, the same exact problem, all these complexes happening at the same time in his mind. So there's the social anxiety. He doesn't get out of the house for like a few days. He's working from home. He comes out of the house and bam, he can't even breathe properly. Like heart is beating, lots of anxiety. How the F would you be able to cold approach a girl? Stop her in the middle of the street, say hi, get the number, set up the date, if you can't even stand still in the street without going crazy nuts with anxiety, heart is beating and all that, so sweating and all of that. So what we did, I taught him this principle and I made him aware. We made him aware that it's coming from this feeling of being a child in the world of adults, this feeling of defenselessness. We uncovered all these limiting beliefs, and he had all these beliefs of like, I will not be able to handle, other people's eyes are dangerous. There's all kinds of garbage that was stuck in his subconscious mind, okay? And in just 2 months, we were able to uncover all this trash. And of course, we had to do specialized, advanced, different kinds of meditations and breathing techniques to dive deeper into the core blockage and fix it. But awareness is the first step, of course. And now he's approaching, feels much more expansive, much more confident when it comes to getting out of the house and relaxing and doing a couple approaches and just getting numbers and start setting up some dates. It all started with awareness of this defenselessness. The awareness is built by examining your thoughts in those triggering situations. So that's something that you need to start doing. You're always projecting threat onto other people. Why? It's not because other people are threatening. The projection, it's almost like you get out of the house as a child, lost, without a parent. This, of course, relates back to anxious attachment and fear of abandonment, because anxious attachment, you didn't develop a healthy, very strong, secure attachment to your mother. You didn't have enough safety built within you, internal safety. And this is what creates the social anxiety. You get out of the house and you're like, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where's my mom? There's all these like big people around me. Watching a video is good. You can watch videos. We're building awareness in these videos, but live one-on-one coaching, online coaching is very important to fix these problems, to do the proper inner work, meditative processes that I give to my clients to actually fix this problem and get on with your life. Start approaching the girls that you want to approach, contacting and networking with the people that you need to network with to build your network and business. This crush that you have in university, at your job or a gym, get the right people into your life, make new friends, make new connections. Contact me, link in the description below. You can book a consultation call with me and let's talk about your problems. Let's break it down on the call. I will give you advice, introduce you to the program, and let's see if there's an opportunity to fix your problem together. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys, and it's Shadi from The Journey. I will see you in the next video soon.